Hello there, this is Elder Bill McNeely from Liberty Temple Full Gospel Churches and World Outreach Ministries. I'm here today interviewing Fulton Johnson, better known as Flip Johnson when he was, that's what all his friends call him, that's what I call him, and that's what the kids call him. And I'm down here in Atlanta. I've been having a blast. This is my home, away from home. Man, geez, it's real hard to come back home. I got a flight in a couple of hours, but nevertheless, we're here working and talking about the Sons of Dominion conference, and boy, do we have something special for you guys, and want to urge you to get out here. So Flip is going to be one of our presenters out there, and again, I just want to welcome you, Flip, to the show. Welcome you to the Dominion Conference, and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm from Texas, and I was blessed to play professional football. So one of the things that has been one of my greatest passions is giving back, or more so mentoring, if you will, you know, to not just young men, but young people, most importantly.
Okay.
Young men gravitate obviously because I play football, but I think we can deliver a heartfelt message that, you know, can speak in volumes, you know, to reality as opposed to fictitious or something that possibly might happen. Yes, I played professional football, but there's some travels that I've taken along the way that, you know, it can kind of, you know, touch anybody wherever they're in their life.
Right, and you know, Flip, you know, we've been talking, you're quite a businessman, full of just super ideas, but what I like about you, you just don't talk about it, you're an implementer, you get it done.
That's the biggest thing. Everything starts with an idea, but for it to happen, it has to be implemented and put in motion. So one of the things we try to teach is communication is talking about it. But manifestation is making something happen and doing something about it. And even if you don't know all the channels or everything to do, we try to be mentors and help, you know, young people, not just young people, just anybody that want to do business. From playing professional football, not just on the field. One of my greatest things was, how does big business, particularly billion-dollar businesses, operate? That was a fascination to me, not so much as to receive a paycheck, but hand paychecks out.
I know that's right, and you know, that's a whole different mindset. I'd rather be the one writing the check besides the one that's receiving the check. And what was the last team you played for?
The last team I played for was the Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
I played 3 years with Buffalo Bills, one with the Green Bay Packers, and then Cleveland Browns.
Well, you know, up north we hate those Packers.
Yeah, well,
I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah, you know, that's part of like food division. So, you know, those were some good games.
Okay, cool. And you know, you did 5 years, so you're tenured, right?
I'm tenured. I was blessed to graduate at retire at 26. You know, so I played my 5 years in the NFL. And, you know, like I said, really studied the business and wanted to, you know, be a guy that owned business. Right now, I own 5 different businesses. I own a sports bar. My main business is construction.
Okay, and then too, as we've been talking, Flip is not only doing business on the local level, but the international level. You were telling me about a project that you're getting ready to work on over in Tanzania, Africa.
Actually, it's going to be in Lagos.
Okay.
But the client, they just finished a similar project in Tanzania.
Okay.
It's a 5-star hotel, and now they're doing another one in Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay.
We're one of 2 companies that they're looking at as far as for doing the work for them. We feel very good about it because we already have relationships and people on the ground there. The other company, they're trying to, you know, we've done a little due diligence on them. They're trying to put a team together when ours is already together. So we feel very good about this project. Good.
Well, you know, just, you know, I know, but for our audience here, tell me just, you know, give me a quick summary about your construction company.
The name of our company is Profast Development Group. We've been in business 20 years, you know, outside of football. I started it my 2nd year while I was playing football. And this is actually the only job, if you say, I had besides football. So, you know, we weathered the storm through the ups and downs, the good and bad, but along the way it's been more good than bad. And we try to just do things right, treat people right. Nothing's perfect, but one of the things about how do you respond when things are not right. And that's what what I built the company on. Whenever we built houses, we built commercial strip plazas, churches, restaurants, we've done it. And everything don't go as well as it planned, but it's about how do you respond when things don't go right.
That's right, you know, and fighting through that adversity.
Exactly.
And, you know, one of the things that I always share with others, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But, you know, I have learned, and you probably want to add to this too, in spite of all of the adversity and the different challenges, I would still rather do what I do than to, you know, and it's not for everybody, and I understand that, but it's so much freedom and liberty being in business for yourself.
It really is, and it's not for everyone, but the people that's interested in that, sometimes they don't even know how to get it started, want to get it started. If you have the will to do it,
yeah,
that's the thing you need. That's the key.
Gotcha.
You can find people to help coach you, guide you, but you can't. No one can make you have the will to do something.
That's right.
So, you know, but it is better if, you know, that's an interest of a young entrepreneur or anyone, you know, for that fact. You can find people to help you, you know, get along the way.
Absolutely, and you know, we've done some praying over the last 4 or 5 days, and what really blessed me talking to you last night, you told me about a staff person that you have on your construction team, and their primary role was to do what? That's what I want to share.
I've got an older cousin. He's 52, and he kind of raised me kind of on farm growing up. And he moved here 8 years ago, joined my company. And his primary role for Profast and really all my sister companies is to pray. You know, I have different guys that do different things. I have project managers, estimators. You know, it takes a team environment. But his only job is to sit here as the vice president and pray for the company.
Man, that's awesome.
You know, and when he's praying for the company, that means he's praying for us, he's praying for our clients, he's praying for our employees and their families. So that's his primary job.
And that's what I love about this guy. He is just super. The Bible talk about the effectual fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much. And our apostle, which is my mentor, Apostle Clifford E. Turner, he always talks and has taught us that if we seek the kingdom first of God and his righteousness, he'll add all other things. And we know that the Bible talks about that he gives us wealth to establish his kingdom. And that's what it's all about. I'm excited. June 24th and 25th, Flip is flying into Chicago. I got cousins flying in. We got friends flying in. We got different presenters. We are going to have one fantastic time. You don't want to miss this. I want to just let you know, as Apostle has taught us, the difference between failure and success is information. Hosea 4 and 6 says that my people perish because of the lack of knowledge. So you don't want to miss it. It'll be a life-changing seminar. I'll see you there. Elder Bill McNeely.